Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to this edition of Gaming in My Mama's House. My name is Super Dave. It's a new look and feel for Gaming in My Mama's House. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of our new look and feel. Do you dig it? What kind of graphics would you like to see behind us? And maybe we should also start streaming. Let me know in the comment section below what you think. Today in Gaming in My Mama's House, we are playing probably the best game out right now on PlayStation. I say this because I haven't played Deathloop. But for now, from the games I've played on PS5, Ghost of Tsushima, the director's cut, definitely stands out to be one of the best games out there. For new players like you and me, we jump into this open world adventure game that's also has touches of being a love letter to Japanese culture, Japanese cinema, Japanese anime, and just like a really cool video game that will make you fall in love with the Japanese way of life. And you take on the story of a noble warrior, Jin Sakai, fighting to protect his home from an invading Mongolian horde, and his transformation from being just a samurai to being the ghost of Tsushima. The game was released last year as a as a goodbye song, for lack of a better word, as a goodbye song to the PlayStation 4, a swan song, that's the word I'm looking for, as a swan song to the PlayStation 4. And baby, what a beautiful song it is. The director's cut, which features the new expansion, the Iki Island expansion, that poses a new challenge for you and me, where the Mongols get buffs from the enemies singing, chanting different songs, and they get like this crazy buff that makes them quite unstoppable. But just like the game itself, Iki Island is a beautiful island that's filled with things to discover, chimes to collect, foxes to chase down, bamboo sticks to cut down, and just a really cool add-on to what is a really cool video game. I won't even talk about like the basics like controls. That's easy to master. Maybe the trick now lies in battle, where you have to switch between the different stances, and you just have to remember like certain enemies can't take blows, or you can't defeat them in a certain stance, so you have to like switch stances. Maybe that's where it gets tricky, but as you evolve and learn the game, I think it makes it really cool. And what I've really appreciated about Ghost of Tsushima, the director's cut, is that the use of the R2 trigger on the PS5 controller. I think or on PlayStation 4, what a beautiful way to use a trigger that's normally just associated for running fast or speeding, and the guys at Sucker Punch have turned it into a tool that you heavily rely on through gameplay. Whereas usually, like when you play a game, you usually go X is your go-to, whereas here on Ghost of Tsushima, the guys at Sucker Punch make the R2 trigger, your go-to, which I think is really, really cool, and shout out to them just for seeing that. I think it's a nice touch. And on PlayStation 5, Ghost of Tsushima, the director's cut, works really well with the DualSense controller. You feel everything that's happening in the game, whether you're galloping through the grasslands, whether you're fighting an enemy, whether you're taking a blow, whether you're feeling the wind pass you by, whether you're playing your flute to change the weather. It just works beautifully, and the game looks stunning in beautiful 4K and running on 60 frames per second. I think more than anything, what I loved about playing Ghost of Tsushima, the director's cut, is that you're not forced to upgrade, or the game doesn't force you to go on a certain path. You choose your own upgrade path, and there's no set level that you need to be. But as you progress in the game, you realize that there's certain moves and certain items that you need to collect in order to take on much stronger enemies and take down much bigger camps and take down much tougher bosses and unlock new moves and power-ups that Jin get along the way. I don't want to spoil it for you if you haven't played Ghost of Tsushima, whether the director's cut or the original game, but I think the game's progression is really beautiful and really great, and it makes it not a tedious process to progress in the game. You know, like, I'll give you an example with Zero Horizon Dawn, where you have to like reach level 17 or 23 in order to take part in certain parts of the game. Here you don't. As the story unfolds, you bump into bigger enemies, and at first, if this enemy, you feel like, hey, this enemy is too tough for me, you can go around, collect all the supplies, all the items that you need to upgrade yourself, and go back to that enemy and kick their butt, you know. And it's not forced on you to do that. I think it feels natural, and it feels as if it's something that you want to do. The UHD hub is not in your face. There's a nice guiding wind that just takes you to your next objective, blows you very nicely to your objective, and sometimes you bump into objectives, you bump into special missions that help you unlock new moves, new gear, new weapons, which I find really cool. It's not forced on you, man. So yeah. So ultimately, I've been super impressed by the Ghost of Tsushima, the director's cut. There's also a new Legends mode, multiplayer mode, that's available in the game. But trust me when I tell you that the single player campaign alone will have you stuck in for hours on end, day in, day out. Probably one of the best games out right now on PS5. Deathloop is currently out. I haven't played that, but we'll see in the weeks to come, once I get a copy of the game, how that pans out. But so far, definitely up there as one of the games of the year on PS5. Yeah. My name is Super Dave. This has been another edition of Game on Mama's House. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think of Ghost of Tsushima, the director's cut? What do you think of our new look and feel? Thank you for watching. Until the next one.